Let's pretend you are the residency program director and want to greet your residents, the first year residents, on the morning of July 1st, their first day. You've done this before, but you've wondered, is there something more you could say or do? So you recruit AI and you're going to use ChatGPT. Specifically, you're going to download the Microsoft Edge browser, and with that, you get free access to ChatGPT using this button here at the top right. This button is Copilot, and in this window, you now get to use ChatGPT for free. And so you're going to, in this example, first day advice for radiology residents, you're going to create an outline, and you're going to also use ChatGPT to identify difficult concepts or change perspectives, and you're going to make it all into an email. So let's try it out. And you'll see that in Copilot, there's an option to make it more creative, balanced, or more precise. So let's try balanced. Let's type in our first question. The first question is, as residency program director for a radiology residency, in outline form, what are 5 tips on learning for residents on their first day? And so the Copilot, which is ChatGPT 4, will give you an answer. And it says to study, think about efficiency, burnout, plan for finances, and make connections. Well, let's think about the burnout part. It'll show you some things that you can ask as additional questions, but let's ask about the burnout. So let's say, tell me more about burnout. And then it gives you some strategies maybe you want to use. And now let's think the element of perspective. So let's say, from the residency perspective, what difficulties are often encountered at the beginning of residency? So it brings up work-life balance, time pressures, fear of making mistakes, clinical development, debt burden, and stress management. Well, let's think about more about what difficult concepts or perspectives. What advice do graduating residents have for beginning residents? And one more example. What is often misunderstood by beginning residents? So we're trying to use ChatGPT to give us a perspective on the resident and try to identify what would be misunderstood so that we can address it for them. And now tells us about steep learning curve, general anatomy, and independence over time. So lastly, let's have it make an email out of all of this. So here's a way that you can use ChatGPT to create outlines, change perspective, think about what would be misunderstood concepts, and then also create emails.